The men's hockey team hosts Ohio State this weekend in the regular season finale for both teams. Friday's game starts at 7 p.m. will be televised by the American Sports Network and Fox 47 here locally in Madison, while Saturday is a 6 p.m. start on BTN. Head coach Mike Eaves is here and will take questions.
One of the things that we do after a game that we win, or a couple things we do, we give a game puck out, we have a hard hat award, and then the coaches go around and stop at each stall and shake the young man's hand and just chat for a couple seconds about the game. On Saturday night, even though we didn't win, we didn't hand out the game puck or we didn't hand out the hard hat, but we went around and shook each one of those young men's hands because we played a whale of a game. Just saw the stats from the game, and our hits were way up there, block shots, takeaways. We outchanced them. We just didn't put the puck in the net. So we wanted them to know that sometimes the result doesn't grade out on the effort, and they did a lot of good things, and they needed to know that.
Mike, your players, if you talk to them, people outside the coaching staff talk to them, they truly believe that they're going to do something here down the stretch. How have you gotten them to that point? It's easier said than done that a team with 4 wins is sitting here truly believing that they can do something here in the playoffs, when the playoffs come, I should say.
Part of the answer to that is the fact that they are able to see improvement on video. They sense that they're getting better. Even on the ice, they know they're getting closer to the point where things are going to break for them. And once again, compliment our captains and our upperclassmen for carrying that torch. I think along with the coaching staff, we've been able to keep the focus on our short-term goals, and with what has happened, the guys seeing via video and the way they feel on the ice, they know they're going in the right direction.
Landon Peterson played pretty well for having not played in a while, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Early in the game, even as he had some comments, he was a little nervous in the first 10 minutes, but settled down. And from the bench, I saw him looking for the post a couple times with his skate to find out where it was. But he did a good job for it. He gave us a chance, and that jumping in there after not playing for a long time, compliments to him.
Mike, do you know if Grant is going to be available for this week?
It's day to day. I know he's better today, and we'll try to see what we can do from a physical standpoint to see where he's at. But as of today, it's day to day.
Mike, I know the season hasn't gone the way the seniors would have liked, but this class has won a lot of hockey games, done a lot of good things.
Yeah, if you take a look at their career, they've won 2 championships in their time here. They've won a lot of games. They've had success, and this year has been a little bit of balancing out the success they've had the last couple of years. But I think, as we have talked about, I think a great part of their legacy will be more than just winning the WCHA playoff championship and the Big Ten playoff championship last year. A big part of their legacy will be the fact that, as the question was earlier, they've held this group together through some really tough stuff. Tough stuff that would have torn other groups apart and has in the past in different sports, but the fact that they have come to the rink every day willing to give it their all to get better and moving towards something will be a big part of their legacy.
Mike, this is probably along those same lines, but is it a different brand of mental toughness that this team has shown, its ability to kind of embrace the adversity that it has and not let it pull them down?
Agreed. It is a different type of mental toughness because the easy thing would be to just kind of, it's just not our year. Let's start planning for the spring and the summer, and they've not done that. They come in and they practice hard. They push each other. I think one of the great things about this group is they have learned to hold each other accountable, which is a sign of a team coming together. It's hard to hold teammates or family members accountable, A, to do it, but B, that it's accepted in the right way, knowing that it's meant for the betterment of everybody. And this group has done a nice job in that.
You're not used to seasons like this either. What have you learned over the course of this season about yourself as a coach?
It's really interesting. One of the things is that you focus more on the short-term goals that we have put up in our locker room. I mean, you don't look at I don't look at the standing board as often in terms of where everybody. Don't look at the national polls as much. I look at what we can do now, what we can control to make this group better. What's been one of the upsides through all of this is the creativity that has had to come out because we're dealing with a unique situation, whether it's creating a drill that's specific for our needs or how to keep a young man's spirits up in a time that are tough. There's been some creativity in that, and I think that has helped us become even better coaches.
I know it's a group of 6, but Joel Rumpel's done some very good things for this program in his time here, and he seems to be a fan favorite in that building that he'll be stepping into one last time, wouldn't you say?
He is. He's a most unique personality. I think he's got, in some ways, a great personality to be a goaltender because he's able just to let it go. It's water off his back if a goal goes in, and he's able to focus back on what needs to be done. I've never seen a young man connect with young people. I don't think we've had anybody quite like him in that aspect. Coming off the ice, going to the children's hospital and just connecting with kids. He has a unique ability to relate. Maybe he's just a kid at heart. But, he's done a lot of neat things here on and off the ice.
Anything else for Coach? All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.